Good morning. I'm Peter Milios from the Finance News Network. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite closed lower Wednesday, with the broad market index fluctuating near its highest closing levels since August 2022. While at the same time, new reports on the health of the global economy are out, with the World Bank describing the global economy as precarious and warned of sluggish growth, while the OECD offered muted optimism and foresaw a long road to recovery. And China's exports have plunged, with worse than expected monthly trade data from Beijing yesterday, suggesting that the country's COVID-19 related recovery had stalled. Despite this economic news, the so-called fear index, the VIX volatility index, touched its lowest level on Wednesday since a month before the 2020 lockdown. The index suggests investors aren't overly concerned about an earnings slump, elevated interest rates, or an imminent global recession. Overnight, the S&P 500 ticked down 0.38% and the Nasdaq Composite declined 1.29%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, the outlier among the major averages, added 0.27%. The Russell 2000 index of small-cap companies rose to its highest level since the US regional banking crisis in March, before slipping 0.3%. The index has risen almost 8% since the end of May, outperforming the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq Composite over the same period, which have both risen 2%. Small-cap stocks are rising primarily on the back of the recovery in the US regional banking stocks, which have re-entered this week the investment-grade bond market for the first time since the start of the banking crisis. Regional banks saw their shares gains continue as the SPDR S&P Regional Banking ETF rose more than 3%. Shares of PacWest Bancorp jumped 14.4%, while Scion's Bank Corporation added 4.5%. Overall, US sectors were mixed. Energy was the best performing S&P 500 sector, rising about 2.6%. The SPDR S&P Oil and Gas Exploration and Production ETF and First Trust Natural Gas ETF added more than 3% each. Communication Services was the worst performer. An electronics retail company and well-known meme stock, GameStop, has seen its shares tumble by more than 20% in extended trading after the company fired its CEO Matthew Furlong and appointed its board chairman Ryan Cohen as the executive chairman effective immediately. The company didn't provide a reason for the firing, but believed that Cohen will optimize their core business, unlocking long-term value creation for shareholders. The SPY futures are pointing to a 0.18% fall. Thank you for listening.